Yeah, I'm tired. Tired. It's 10 weeks. I'm tired. And I do so well with little sleep. And I managed, I think, I think I'm trying different things. Maybe that's like, there's so many, as I've said, there's so many different techniques and thoughts and ideas out there. And I came upon this one theory about how the baby is super aware. I think it's related to attachment parenting, and how it's wonderful to allow the babies to cry in your arms. And I realized upon reading this that I have been stifling my little baby's tears for his whole life so far. Lovingly, like bouncing him on a ball, or like rocking him, or I mean, the bouncing is really the major thing. The pacifier, very rarely have I like put it in his mouth when he's crying to like stifle him that way. But I've done it a few times, like with good intentions, thinking like this will help you. And now I'm discovering, I'm like back to like, that's right, crying is communicating. And not only that, but from what I've read, is that it like releases stress, and also they're expressing feelings that, of course, we don't know what those feelings are exactly. Like if they're fed, and if they're not tired, and their diaper is clean, and let's say they're not in any pain, there's like billions of other things that we can't identify that are possibly going on with that little baby. So all those things that we have no idea about are reasons to cry. So when we're like, you must be hungry. Oh, you're not hungry. Why are you crying? You're like, what's wrong? Whatever could be wrong with you, little baby? Like, I'm so angry at myself for even going down that path. And now I'm like, what's the solution? Not cry it out, meaning like not on me, which I find unbearable right now. Fast forward a few months, maybe I'll do that because I'll be so tired. I don't know. I doubt it, but I don't know. But crying in the arms. So what's interesting that I've done this past week, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm stifling his tears. So I hold him, and he cries. I'm not like ready, set, go, cry. But if he's crying, and I know he just ate, and he's clean, and he's not tired, I let him cry, and he cries, and he cries, and cries, and he's, like I said, he's an old soul. Like when he was born, I don't think I've said this, the people in the room were like, oh, he's got some lungs. And I was like, whatever, all babies have lungs. What does that mean? Oh, no. He has lungs. Like, I've heard other babies, and they kind of meow. That's their cry. This little baby wails. He's like fierce. He's like loud. He sounds almost like an adult crying. I mean, it's crazy. It's so strong and like guttural, and he's so like putting his whole self into it. He's amazing. And so like when he's crying and I'm like letting him cry, like my eardrums are like almost shot. But I do it, and I hold it for like as long as I can, which is probably a few minutes and feels like an hour. And I go specifically far away into our rooms so that the whole building doesn't have to be, privy to my experimentation or my techniques. So I'm trying to minimize sound. I hope it's true, because he sounds, so loud and so unrelenting and so passionate. But what's interesting is that after he cries and cries and cries, and I'm holding him the whole time, and he seems to actually get quite pissed if I try and talk or reassure him. And I'm like, it's okay. He's like, rah, like louder. So the best thing so far seems to just be to hold him and like actually not say anything. Even like I try to like kiss him, and he's like, rah. I'm like, I'm sorry. And consequently, afterwards, he sleeps much better. He's like, almost like cries himself, like the pent up, this is what it feels like. It's like almost like his pent up energy, or like the stress, or whatever it was that he was feeling, has been released. And the quality of his sleep has been insanely better. Like he started sleeping last night for the first time. He slept, I think, 6 hours, which is amazing for this little baby. Although I know babies younger, older, whatever, were sleeping like 12 hours. And